Welcome to my office, son. My name is Colonel Vangel, and I'm going to offer you a second chance at your life. Stand at ease, son. I've got a proposal you need to listen to.
Hey, I told your boys to be careful, cause well, I know what my rights are as a prisoner. Hey, by the way, where am I? Oh, well, I see you're with the top brass. Well, you're not getting squat out of me until my lawyer shows up. By the way, where is that young defender of justice that you appointed to represent me?
Boy, the only reason you're here is because I think there might be something to salvage from your wretched existence so far. So you'd better listen, and listen good to what I have to say, because you're not exactly popular among my fellow officers. As a matter of fact, most of them are putting you away for a long time. Just so happens that I think we can put those dubious skills you seem to have perfected to some good use. You and that lockpick have caused quite a stir amongst the folks over there at the penitentiary. Rather than put you in solitary confinement, I'm going to give you a chance to use those shady skills to do some good in this war. And what if I say no to your grand plan? Like I said before, I know what my rights are. Just what are you going to do? Well, for starters, I'll let the FBI back in Tennessee know where you've been for the last 3 years. I think they'll have some interesting questions to put to you regarding your involvement in a certain embezzlement scheme you had running before you felt it was your civic duty to join this man's army. But of course, before we let them have you, Uncle Sam is going to take a large piece out of your hide for running that sweepstakes ruse that bilked several of your brothers in arms out of at least 1 year's wages. I personally think you're going to like my proposal much better than what most of my comrades in arms will be offering you in the next few days. That is, if you say no to this, chance to volunteer.
Okay. I'll listen to what you got to say.
All right, here's the deal. We have had more than our share of warriors captured by the enemy, and rumor has it that they've been being interrogated by a particularly nasty fellow that goes by the nickname the Dark Prince. Well, we're going to drop you behind enemy lines and get you captured by this man's unit. Once you are behind bars in this guy's clutches, we want you to use, well, your particular set of skills to escape from his grasp. After you do that, we want you to gather what intelligence you can about his methods and plans, and then hightail it back to Allied lines. Once back here, we'll debrief and use that information to help keep our soldiers out of his hands. It'll also hamper his effectiveness during the duration of this little conflict. Look, I know I didn't paint a very rosy picture, but when you look at the other option you have, well, I feel sure that my plan beats a lifelong stay at the Big L.
So, what you're saying is, I really don't have a lot of choice in the matter. Right, sir?
That's right, son. You do catch on rather quickly. Over the next few weeks, we will train you in some of the skills that you haven't already picked up in your short but interesting life, including how to hide that lockpick that you palmed when you thought I wasn't looking. That book you see on the table is going to probably be the difference between life and death for you on this mission. Several operatives have given their lives for the intelligence, contacts, and information contained within its pages. So it would be a great idea if you kept that out of enemy hands. We'll cover more of this plan in detail later, but I just wanted to make sure you were on board before I wasted my time with much talk or training.
Okay. So say I do this little favor for you and your army. What's in it for me?
First, I'll forget about your past. Your past, shall we say, transgressions. And if you make it back from this mission, you'll be able to start with a clean slate as far as the law is concerned. This, in your case, is really a pretty good deal. That's all for now, son. Now take that book with you and start studying it as if your life depended on it. Because, come to think of it, it really does. That's all for now. My men will show you where to go once you leave this room. Godspeed, son. Godspeed. And remember, trust the book.